Hey guys, welcome back to Cruise Blog. This is Allie, and today I'm going to be talking about 10 things that wowed me about my sweet cabin on Carnival's Mardi Gras cruise ship. Let's get into it. When booking a cruise, your budget is mainly impacted by the type of stateroom that you choose to stay in. While inside cabins are the cheapest, these staterooms only have the necessities of a bed, bathroom, vanity, closet, and a couch or chair if you're lucky. On the other hand, you can splurge on balconies or suites if you're looking to have a private veranda or a more spacious stateroom. As someone who normally sails in an inside cabin, I'm used to having a very basic, no-frills room when cruising. Last month, though, I decided to make a splurge on an ocean suite on board Carnival's newest ship, Mardi Gras. While an inside cabin was around $1,500, the ocean suite was double the price at $3,000. But considering that Mardi Gras is a nearly new ship in a modern Excel class from Carnival, this seemed like a pretty good price for a suite. So I decided to pull the trigger, even though it was more expensive than I'm used to paying for a Carnival cruise. My sister was easily convinced to join, as the cruise had an irresistible itinerary to Grand Turk, Amber Cove, and Nassau. And also, we had sailed on the sister ship Carnival Celebration last year, and we really did fall in love with the Excel class of cruise ships. That time, we stayed in an inside cabin guarantee, so we were excited to see how the stateroom experience compared. Here are 10 things that wowed me about Carnival's Ocean Suite cabin on board their new Mardi Gras cruise ship, including a few unexpected surprises. Number 1 is the massive amount of space. So while this isn't necessarily surprising, the ocean suite on board Carnival Mardi Gras felt more spacious than we ever could have imagined. Our suite was 287 square feet, which is more than double the size of our interior cabin on Carnival Celebration. That doesn't even include the balcony, which was another 54 square feet. My sister and I comfortably moved into our room and couldn't believe we had so much space to ourselves. Felt like we were really living in luxury from the moment we saw our stateroom card say suite guest. Number 2 is having tons of storage. Once we stopped gawking at how much space we had in the ocean suite, my sister and I decided to unpack our suitcases and get comfortable for the week. We unpacked into the closets provided in our suite. We honestly didn't even touch most of the shelving and drawers that were available for us to use. Across the couch in our suite was another vanity with even more drawers that we could have used for storage as well. For just 2 people, we could have brought a lot more luggage and comfortably stored everything in this ocean suite. So we were seriously wowed by all of this space. Number 3 is having an additional stateroom TV. I am the type of person that has a TV in each room of my house, no judgment. So I was floored to see a second flat screen TV in this suite. I've never stayed in a cabin that had more than one TV. Granted, we never actually used both TVs at the same time, as that could probably be difficult with multiple sounds playing simultaneously. However, it was really nice to be able to watch TV on our couch during the day, and then also later in the bed at night for using the second TV. Number 4 is having a separate living room. In most inside cabins, you're lucky if you get a couch, a chair, or maybe a love seat for sitting. And when sailing on Carnival Celebration last year, we were kind of bummed to find that our inside cabin had nowhere for us to sit other than the beds themselves. However, lack of seating was absolutely not a problem for us in this suite. In fact, we had an entire separate living room to use in the cabin, in addition to our king bed, which is also in addition to the seating on our balcony. Number 5 is our extended balcony. Another big perk of the ocean suite was having an extended balcony. When booking this suite, I didn't realize that we also received a larger balcony than a standard balcony stateroom. The balcony had 2 chairs and a small table for us to use throughout the cruise, so that made a really lovely spot for all hours of the day. When first checking out the cabin, we were surprised to find that our balcony was so far extended that the decks above us could see directly onto our balcony. This design wasn't necessarily our favorite aspect of the suite, although we did love having such a large space on the balcony. One day we returned to our balcony to find a lone chicken nugget that had fallen from grace on a deck above, which was quite the surprise. This was a wow factor we didn't anticipate, and certainly not something that's normal when you have a traditional style balcony. Number 6 is an extra large bathroom and shower. Another great perk about staying in a suite is being able to have a larger bathroom. Again, most of the time inside staterooms have very basic bathrooms. On older ships, this can mean having a super cramped bathroom and one of those tiny capsule style showers. But luckily newer ships have seemed to integrate bigger showers in general, although bathroom space is still pretty scarce. Our bathroom on board Carnival Mardi Gras was nice and roomy for the 2 of us. We had a larger vanity with more storage than we normally have in a classic inside cabin. Additionally, the shower felt massive compared to a normal cruise shower. In fact, normally I somewhat dread using the tiny capsule showers on a cruise, especially with those clingy shower curtains. It's just simply not my favorite experience when cruising. However, my sister and I were joking that we were taking real long showers simply because it was so relaxing in this big, spacious shower. Number 7 is having luscious bathrobes. I truly didn't think anything on a Carnival cruise could be described as luscious or luxurious, but the ocean suite provided us both with plushy robes to use throughout the cruise. I love having a bathrobe to use while getting ready on a cruise, so this was a really nice touch that was included in the suite. Number 8 is more time spent in the cabin. For the most part, I never spend too much time in my cabin when I'm cruising. Again, inside cabins don't really have much room or a lot of amenities, so it's not a space that I normally want to spend much time in. Instead, I prefer spending my time exploring the ports or the ship. On this Carnival Mardi Gras cruise, though, I found myself spending much more time in our ocean suite than I normally do. Having a nicer room meant that we actually wanted to spend more time in there. We didn't have to miss out on any of the views since we could see pretty much everything from our balcony. It was such a comfortable place to watch the sunset or sunrise with a cup of coffee in hand from room service. After a long day in the sun, we loved coming back to our suite to relax before an evening full of activities. Number 9 is stateroom service. Staying in a suite, I wasn't sure if we would notice any difference in service from our stateroom attendant compared to an inside cabin. And generally speaking, I've been very impressed time and time again with the service that I've received on Carnival cruises. While cruising in our ocean suite, I was super impressed with our stateroom attendant during the cruise. It felt like the service was extra attentive for those of us that were staying in these suites. And our attendant was quick to remove the mysterious chicken nugget on the balcony, so that was a huge perk. Number 10 is priority disembarkation. We all know the last day of a cruise is such a bummer as it's back to reality with cooking, cleaning, and working. However, receiving special perks during disembarkation can make the process as painless as possible. Guests staying in a suite on board Carnival Mardi Gras received priority disembarkation, which proved to be a huge time saver. We received a note in our stateroom about departing at 7:30 a.m. for priority disembarkation, directing us to meet in the dining room. My sister and I were escorted off Carnival Mardi Gras with our priority disembarkation, and we bypassed a huge winding line of other passengers waiting to get off the ship. We were able to get off the ship quickly and to the airport in plenty of time. A painless disembarkation process is the best way to end a great cruise. All right, everybody, that's all I have today for the 10 things that wowed me about Carnival's suite cabin on Mardi Gras. Comment below if you've ever stayed in an ocean suite on Carnival and if you would recommend staying in this suite as well. Thanks for tuning in today, everybody, and until next time, happy cruising.